Happy Planner Wednesday. This spread is from June the 17th through the 23rd. And I'm going to go back to doing my classic movie reviews in my planner. And I've chosen the movie Die, Die, My Darling. It was first released like in 1965, I think. And I made my own stickers. And this is the paper that I've chosen because the premise of the movie is that this very old lady had a son named Stephen, and he was supposed to marry this girl, and he got killed about 6 years ago in a car accident, and the girl is now engaged to another man, and she's an American, and she and her fiance travel to London to get married, but first she wants to visit Mrs. Trefoil, which would have been her ex-fiance's mother, to explain different things to her because she's written her letters. So this is where this comes in. There's a lot of intrigue, it's a real good thriller. And then this is the letter, reminding me of the letter. And then this just reminds me of the girl, Stephanie Powers plays Patricia, the girl that gets in this mess, and she's so bright, cheerful, carefree, but there's darkness going through it. And then I'm just going to be using a black Bic marker in Tuxedo Black, okay? So let me go ahead and take my pages out of my planner. I'm so glad everybody enjoyed the beach theme. I had fun doing it. Okay, I've decided that I want this to be the dominant paper of the spread, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one first. But it's a really good movie. It keeps you guessing what's going to happen next to the girl, because she goes there to basically just finish up old business with the old lady, Mrs. Trefoil, to explain that Stephen really committed suicide, and that, you know, she just wants to meet her and basically forget everything that she's been through. But Mrs. Trefoil has since sunken into this madness and wants to keep her hostage, basically. Okay, and she had written Mrs. Trefoil a letter in the past. I think it's been a while since I've seen it, or she was going to write her a letter. Anyway, a letter is involved in it. I am so sorry. My phone just shut off and I didn't get much at all. But basically, I said that this washi I got at Michael's in a Valentine's pack, I believe it was, or I just thought it would look good with Valentine's. And I said that it was a good, I thought, fit for the spread because this darkness reminds me of Mrs. Trefoil and everything that Patricia, who is the American fiance played by Stephanie Powers, who's going to London to explain things to her mother-in-law, goes up against. And Patricia is a very modern girl, happy-go-lucky, and she's thrown up against this woman who has been thrown into insanity by her son Stephen dying in a car wreck about 6 years ago. So I'm sorry that we missed that. I'm going to try to make sure. I thought it was filming. I'm so sorry. Okay, so here's my stickers that I made. This is when Patricia gets to England, well, really to London. And that's Patricia. It's played by Stephanie Powers. This is her new fiance, Alan, and they're going to get married there. He wants to take her to meet Mrs. Trefoil, which she lives like out in the English countryside, and she's really turned into a hermit now, and she's really gone over the deep end. But she says, no, I'll be fine. I'll be back. So that is this one. And I'm going to put this right here. And then here, Mrs. Trefoil talks her into spending the night. And Patricia walks in Mrs. Trefoil's bedroom and sees Mrs. Trefoil looking in this like scrapbook, and it has beautiful pictures of Mrs. Trefoil when she was young, wearing tons of makeup, and she was really very pretty, and I think maybe she had been an actress or something like that. And she asks her, had you been an actress before? And Mrs. Trefoil just shuts the book and just like, you know, don't talk about it. Just go away. I don't want to talk about it. So I'm going to put this one right here. Okay, and then this is one of the servants. This is Anna, and she's married to Harry. And they can't wait for Mrs. Trefoil to die because they think they're going to get her estate. And they've put up with a lot because Mrs. Trefoil won't let anyone wear makeup. She has like 2-hour readings from the Bible before they can eat. And she won't go anywhere. She won't do anything. She's totally over the edge. So I'm going to put this one, I think, right here. And I think Patricia is starting to see that the lady is not quite right. And then here she is doing one of her readings before they can eat, and Patricia comes down wearing lipstick and I think a little bit of makeup, and she tells her, nope, go change your clothes. And after she has to, you know, she's starving, her stomach is growling, and then when they send her upstairs to change, they take away all the food. So she just thinks that the lady is a nut, but she thinks she can leave. Well, she soon finds out she cannot leave. They're not going to let her leave because Mrs. Trefoil thinks she needs to sort of exercise her soul so that she can be with Stephen when she dies. And this is one of the pictures of Anna twisting Patricia's arm because they're going to hold her captive, and they've started putting her car hidden away, and she just goes through a lot of horrible things at Mrs. Trefoil's hand and the servants' hands. They're playing right along with her, and at one point Mrs. Trefoil shreds all of Patricia's clothes. You can see that after she's basically assaulted her. And Patricia tries to escape so many times. Here's one time where she was trying to get help out of the window. But I won't tell you how this ends because I don't want to spoil it for you. But this is the picture of Mrs. Trefoil and Stephen. And Mrs. Trefoil has a room downstairs just in his memory. It's very freaky. So, like I said, I won't tell you how it ends, but it is a very good suspense movie, okay? So let me just write a few things down I need to do. Okay, now let's put my pages back inside my planner and take a look at it. And I've made something else, like I typically always do, to go in it, and we'll look at that. But I think this turned out really nice. I think it definitely gives a feel for the movie, how this girl just so carefree and happy, and then she meets this total nut, basically. Okay, but I really love the feel of the paper and the washi, and I love how my stickers turned out. And then this is Mrs. Trefoil when she took Patricia to church one day before she totally locked her away in the attic, and she just is totally over the edge. I mean, she didn't even want to talk to the pastor because she didn't like what he was doing. But I really like, I think this totally tops the spread off, and I think you really enjoy this movie, especially if you like thrillers. Like I said, it is a very good suspenseful thriller. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.